All right, thanks. Okay, so anyway, you should have your leads in your email. There should be one email that has the scans of all of the paper copies, and then there's another email with all of your digital leads. So if you'll take a look at those. And then I did get some names. Candace is not on, but she sent me some names of people from the unattached pile. And then I think Melissa did sent me a couple. So I stepped away from my desk for the last hour to have lunch and stuff, so I'll catch up with that. But you'll get those leads. Again, if you have one that you talked to and you don't see it, send me the name and we'll look through the unattached leads and make sure you get those. And as soon as I have everyone's name, excuse me, as soon as I have everyone's name, meaning I talk to this person, I talk to that person, make sure they get distributed to everybody, then we'll divide up the rest. So there'll still be a few more coming. Um, and
So how
I
many
also
total were there?
85 total. So I
Mhm.
think we would have done better if we'd had the video up on Friday, right? Because it was good to I don't know about you guys, but I referred to it a lot. It's kind of like a living testimonial having it there. And so it was is really good, I think. So anyway, I think we'll do we'll learn every time and get better every time. And then let's see what else. And then in the email that I sent you guys also is a link to a feedback form. So I'd like to find out what your thoughts were, what you thought we could improve. Um, if you want to be involved in it next time, if you want to have, the same group, if you think we should open up to more people or we should be more exclusive. Um, I have those questions in there. So if you could take a look at that and answer that and let me know that you're done, that would be great. And with that, you guys are going to turn it over to Richard. In the email that you guys received, you should have gotten his scripts. So you have that to refer to. I printed mine out and with scanning all the papers in this morning. I don't know what I do with it. But I will let Richard take over here for a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, so really just, I told Angie I'd come out, I would help you guys because now that you guys have a bunch of leads, generating the leads, we have that. Now let's take those leads and let's convert them and be able to get them to an event. And so one of the things that we looked at is I sent over, there's two cold market scripts. I believe that's what I send over. For the most part, they are the same. And so here's what I would be doing is hopefully as you guys were talking to your prospects, and if you guys have any questions, please come out and ask me on it. But as you guys were talking to your prospects, hopefully you guys were taking notes, right? Notes about what they said, why they would want to invest in real estate, why they would want to do that. Now, if we didn't do that, or as we are turning around, what I would look at is I would say, okay, if I have all these leads, I want to get them to events, and you want to get them to events this week. Number one, what events am I going to hit? And then number two, once I know what events I am going to go to, I am going to invite my guests to those events. What I have found in the last 15 years, if someone just comes down, like, let's say this Saturday event, they haven't really heard anything before, they don't really know what they're coming to, the chance of them signing up is not as great as if they know what they're coming to, they know what to expect, and then it's also very helpful if they've already seen another event. And so if I was calling somebody up, so let's say I had talked to Angie, and I'm confirming Angie, hey, here's the events we have. So this week, if you guys want, on Wednesday night, we're doing a house tour. So we're going to be doing a house tour on about 50th South and 30th East. If you guys want to attend that one, you guys absolutely can. Did I send you that address, Angie? I did. So here's the address. If you guys want to come, you can. You don't have to. but it's 4814 South Fortuna Way. And I am going to put that in the comments, okay? So over here in the chat, I just put that address in the chat. So if you guys want to build for that Wednesday night, you guys can. There's also the Thursday event, and then there's going to be the Saturday event. So
What time is that?
it's at 7 o'clock.
Okay, thanks.
Thursday at 7. So if I was going to be calling Angie, I would just, Angie, if you're okay, let's do a quick role play. Okay? And then you guys will see how I kind of use this with the script. Okay? So, ring, ring. Angie's on mute. There you go. Now you're off mute. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Angie, it's Richard. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, Richard. Thanks. How are you?
Do you know what? I'm doing great. Hey, you know what? As promised, when we were talking at the home show, I mentioned that I would give you a call and just kind of talk a little more about the fix and, the kind of fix and flip challenge, the different things that we have going on. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No.
No. Okay, perfect. Well, as I'm looking here kind of in the notes, one thing you had mentioned, you thought about getting into real estate. You knew people who have made money in real estate, but you wanted to be able to free up a lot of time and spend a lot more time, with your kids and your grandkids and stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so just kind of wanted to find out, when you're looking at real estate, is there any are there any other things you'd like to do? Would you like to travel? Would you like to spend more time with your husband? What are some of the other things you'd like to get from investing in real estate?
Oh yeah, I'd love to be able to travel more, see the grandkids and be able to, quit my job.
Awesome. So when you're looking at that, where's one place you would love to travel to?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. How long have you wanted to go to New Zealand for?
I've wanted to go for the last 3 or 4 years. My husband
Okay.
has been wanting to go for like 40 years. He went on his mission there and he's always talking about how wonderful it is.
Okay, so he went there 40 years ago. He wants to go back, and he's finally kind of convinced you to go back with him. So for you guys to go and have that trip, to make it an awesome trip, not have to worry about money, how much would that trip cost you guys?
For what we want to do, probably like 10 or 15,000 because we want to go for a couple weeks,
Okay, so is that including airfare or not including airfare?
including the airfare.
Okay, so including airfare, so you're looking at $10,000, $15,000 to that trip, and people who have made money in real estate, and you would like to be able to go out and make more money in real estate. Is that correct?
Yes, yep.
All right. And so what would you say are the biggest obstacles that have kept you guys from really being able to go and invest?
Oh, I just don't know what to do yet or how to do it or even if we can do it.
Okay. So when you say you don't know if you can do it, what do you mean by that?
Like we don't know if we can do it because we can't get another mortgage. Our mortgage is tapped out and my
Okay.
husband's self-employed, so his income, is up and down. So, I don't know if we can get another mortgage to do real estate.
Okay. So you're saying money is definitely an obstacle that's keeping you from investing.
Yep.
Are there any other obstacles?
The time just, trying to fit it in with our life, right? We're all
Okay.
busy, so how do we add one more thing?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand you correctly. You're like, hey, would like to make more money, would like to travel more, would like to go see the grandkids, but it's like, man, I don't feel like we have the money, the time, even knowing out of all the strategies out there, what strategy is best for you to be able to start making all that, to free up that time and start making that money. Is that correct?
Yep.
Well, Angie, and that's what I absolutely love about when you stop by the booth, because that's exactly what we do. People are saying, man, I don't know what strategy is best for me. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if it's fix and flips. I don't know if I have the time, the money, or I've never done it before, so I need the support to actually be able to successfully go out and do real estate transactions. And that's why we put this, this 90-day fix and flip challenge together. Is what we have found is within 90 to 120 days, not only are people learning how to turn around and invest, they're getting the time, they're getting the support, the community, the rules of the game to go play by those rules. The majority of our people are working on a transaction within the first 90 days.
Wow.
And so if you could do something like that, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
Yeah, it would. What's the catch? How much is this going to cost?
That's a great thing to be able to learn more about what we do. A lot of people that I work with, they do it with very little to nothing coming out of their bank account on a monthly basis.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. And so here's what we're doing. I mean, if it's something that would interest you, this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, we're actually walking through a real estate transactions where one of the people we work with, they've been involved with us for 4 years. In the last 4 years, they've done just shy of 50 real estate transactions. And this individual is 21 years old, going to be walking through how they found the property, what they did, the repairs, how they got the money, everything for it, and how you could go out and do the same thing. I mean, if you could
21?
do that, he's 21, yep.
No way.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like that would interest you. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Okay, perfect. So, Angie, would it just be you coming down, or would it be you and, are you bringing the guests with you?
Yeah, I might bring my husband with me if I can convince him.
Okay, so let's do this. Today's Monday, about 1:30. I'm going to send you an email with that, and then let's plan. I'll give you a call tomorrow around this time, and you can let me know if your husband's coming with you. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So, guys, that's how I would do that. Now, if they're like, hey, tomorrow's terrible, that doesn't work. Awesome, because we don't have anything tomorrow. What are you doing Thursday, right? And then I'm going to edify, Mitch is doing the event on Thursday. I'm going to edify Mitch like crazy on Thursday, right? They can't do Thursday, say that is, understand that's why you cannot miss this Saturday. We're going to do the same thing, because if they tell us 2 or 3 reasons why they are not investing, and now they verbalized it, because here's what we know. If they tell us it's true, if we tell them it's false. So if I go to Melissa and say, Melissa or Angie, I know why you aren't investing. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't have the money. You don't have the time. You're scared. You're afraid to do it. What's Angie thinking?
Yeah, you're right.
Don't tell me I don't know what I'm doing. My husband's a general contractor. We make money, so all of a sudden, if they tell us 2 or 3 reasons why they are not investing, whatever they say on those, we're going to say, that's exactly why you need to come to this event. Because if they know they're coming and they're going to see how this person's doing this real estate transaction, or they're coming on Thursday and they're going to learn the mindset, which is awesome. Crystal just sent me a text. She has 4 people confirmed for Thursday. Right?
Hey,
which is awesome. If all of a sudden now they know they're coming down to learn the mindset, they're learning how they're going to be able to raise funds, they're going to learn how to get the knowledge they need, the support they need to take away that fear, to leverage their time. If they know that's what they're coming down to, and then when they come down, to Thursday night or to the house tour or to Saturday, are they going to learn how to leverage their time? Yes. Are they going to learn how to get the knowledge? Yes. Are they going to learn how to get money? Yes. Are they going to see the support? Yes. Are they going to see how within the next 90 to 120 days they can go out and invest in real estate?
Yes.
Start investing in real estate? Yes. And so when they tell us that these are the obstacles that keep us from investing, and we say that's exactly why you need to come, because that's what you are going to see. Now they come down and that's what they see. Here's what's awesome. Psychologically, they've already talked to you. They said yes. You called them. They answered the phone. Now they're saying yes, they'll come down again. I don't know why balloons are going up, celebration, I guess. But now we got two, right? They've already told us yes twice. So now when they come down, they're already accustomed to saying yes to us through the process. So they're going to say, yes, I want to learn more. Yes, I want the follow-up. Yes, I want to come on Saturday. So we get one, we've already got one yes. Now they commit to coming. That's going to be a second. Man, I don't know what's going on with the balloons.
I
They're
don't
going
know
crazy.
what's going on there.
Is now they got the next yes. So now they're automatically going to say yes. And what happens is as people get accustomed to saying yes to you, they never want to say no. Here's why I can invest. That's exactly what we do. We help people overcome those obstacles. And then when they come down, that's what they see. What we do is help people overcome those obstacles. It lowers the sales wall that comes down because they're like, this is what they told me I was going to saw. That's what I saw. Comes down even lower. They said they were going to call me. They called me. That barrier keeps on dropping. So now when it comes down to it, it's a no-brainer for them. So, I mean, guys, that is the same script I've used for 15 years because it goes back. If they tell me it's true, if I tell them why they aren't investing, it's false. They get very defensive and those sales walls go up. They tell us 2, 3 obstacles why they aren't investing, sales walls drops. Now the chance of them showing up goes up. Now, here's why I would not just build for Saturday. Okay, this is why I build house tour or Thursday night. Either one, I don't care before. Because if they don't show up to the house tour or they don't show up on Thursday, now you still have one more event to build for this week. So if we just build just for Saturday, we've already missed 2 awesome events. Right? And if they come down and they see like, man, this is awesome. They're making money. They're going to make over 100 G's on this property. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. I really got to come on Saturday. And so that's why for me, I would build Wednesday or Thursday, whichever one you want to build for, doesn't matter. Build for that like crazy. And then if they're like, hey, can't, then build like crazy for Saturday and edify Whitney Stark and Jason Andrus, like those 2 walk on water, because the more you edify them, they will come down to meet them.
You guys know you can get information on Whitney and Jason on any of their classes at the very beginning. If you're like, oh, how do I do that? If you have questions about who they are.
Yep.
When we're there, so we get so okay, so a couple questions. So what do we do if they say yes, right? So we're gonna call, we're gonna call and confirm. We're gonna maybe send a text the day of, right? Hey, looking forward to seeing you in an hour. I just want to make sure you have the address, that kind of stuff, right? And then they don't show up. What do you do? Invite them for the next day?
Okay,
All
perfect.
later that night?
So here's a couple things that I do. So when I was doing the role play with you, Angie, I told you I'd give you a call. You know, hey, is it so Angie is just coming? Are you coming down by yourself, or is someone else coming with you? Right?
Yeah.
Remember when I asked you that? I asked if your husband was coming with you. By doing that today on Monday, if they commit to coming Thursday, I'm going to give them a call back tomorrow on Tuesday. Because still Thursday is so far away, right? So what I am going to do is if they just say, yes, they're coming Thursday, and we don't send a text message till Thursday at 5 o'clock, they've already forgot about the event. So now we send it at 5 o'clock because it's not top of mind. Because it's not top of mind, guess what? the chance of them showing up goes down, goes down. So if I talk to them today and then I tell them I'm going to call them back tomorrow or call them back Wednesday, whatever day and time you say you're going to call them back, you call them back. So now they're like, yeah, I want to come to that on Wednesday. Sweet. You confirm tomorrow, then you send a text on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, looking forward to seeing you tonight, or Thursday, whatever that is, right? Or if it's like, hey, they can't this week, nights are bad, we are booking like crazy for Saturday. Okay. So through that, if you commit to coming on Thursday and you don't come, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm calling you back Friday. Okay, and let's do this quick role play. Do this role play with me, okay, Angie?
Yep.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Angie, it's Richard. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Richard. Hey, I'm sorry about last night. Something came up, we couldn't make it.
Hey, do you know what? That's okay. I just wanted to call and make sure everything was okay, first of all.
Yeah, everything's fine. It got busy.
Okay, got busy. Okay, well, Angie, glad everything's okay. I just wanted to give you a quick call. I know when we had talked before, you had mentioned, that you had wanted to be able to go back to New Zealand with your husband, be able to do that trip, something he's wanted to do for 40 years. You've wanted to do it the last 3 years. And you thought you could do it in real estate and you weren't able to make it last night. So I was just saying if that was something you were serious about doing.
Yeah, well, I still I want to learn more, but yeah, we're serious. We want to learn more.
Okay, here's what we could do. I could give you one more chance, or I could give you one more shot this Saturday, and then boom, that's when we're talking about the fix and flip accelerator challenge that, the intensive that's taking place on Saturday.
Okay, so back up. I liked what you just said. I can give you,
Some people say I can give you one more shot. I can give you one more chance. So Angie, if that's something you're serious about, I can give you one more shot. I have this event on Saturday.
okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then at that point, I'm going to edify Jason. I'm going to edify Whitney, and how within the next 90 to 120 days, the majority of the people that get involved with the challenge are working on a real estate transaction.
Okay.
Now they could use that money to go on that trip.
By the way, Maylee just downloaded a bunch of stuff to the meeting that has the information about the challenge, the first flip accelerator. Thank you, Maylee. All right. What about objections if they say, like we talk about Saturday, right? They can't make it at nights because they don't have a babysitter or something, but they're talking about Saturday. So a couple of objections. One, the time, right? Because that's a lot of time for somebody who's, I think it's great, right? Like, but they may not be, they might be thinking it's an hour long, right? So we wanted to let them know it's going to be all day. Can they come for part of the day kind of thing? And then also, what if like one couple I talked to, they said they have their kids, like they were free this last weekend and that's why they were able to come to the home show, but they have kids next weekend. They're like, oh, we only get our kids every other week,
Okay.
So what do you do if they can't make it?
So here's what I found. Here's the reason people don't make it to the event. They don't see the value. Because I bet you if they were a huge sports fan and there was a game this Saturday, they'd be going to the game on Saturday, right? So they can't come Saturday. That's why I would get them to the house tour Wednesday, presentation Thursday.
Because then they'd see more value.
Now at that point, they see more value. Just say, hey, no, when we had talked, here was this event, right? We had talked about it this Saturday. Here's what's awesome. This Wednesday, we're doing this. This Thursday, we're doing this.
Okay, I like it. You guys have any questions for Richard? not hearing anything. I think maybe what we'll do is, we can practice a couple of scripts with each other if you want before we jump on the calls, or we can just jump on the calls.
Here- here's another objection that's going to come up. Man, that's a long day.
Yes.
Can't make it all day. I'm still going to encourage them to make it all day. Now, if they can only come in the morning, and I don't know how you guys did your contest, how they want stuff, like, and you could put that into the script. Well, hey, in the morning, this is what we're covering. This is when, we're going to be doing this drawing, or if it's in the afternoon, like any type of drawings or something like that. I'd say, well, here's, to be able to win, got to be in attendance. The drawing's going to be in the morning. Don't tell them what time, or the drawing's going to be in the afternoon. I have two people, they can't come all day, so they're both coming Saturday morning, because that's all they can attend. So if they can just be there Saturday morning, I want them to be there Saturday morning.
Perfect. Maylene, what time do they have the drawing scheduled? Might be on chat or mute still. Well, I don't know what time we have them scheduled. I think it was on, oh, she says she'll see us on Thursday. Hey, Maylee, what time is the drawing scheduled? Just to FYI. On Saturday. Oh, she's like, okay, all right. She's like, I don't know the answer to that. I'm dropping off.
So that's what I do. And here's the one thing I would do. The script seems really easy, but on the first one you have in your email, if you go to the second page where it's the hints and pointers,
Yep.
that one's really good. That's just kind of the bullet points. Make sure you talk at the right time, qualify for time. Other than family and work, what are you most passionate about? Now, I know you guys have already talked to them, probably at the home show, why they'd want to invest in real estate. So, hey, as we were talking, here's some of the things you said you wanted to do. I'm just curious, what are the biggest obstacles that are keeping you from investing in real estate? Right? And then go into that. And that's really that bottom half of that script. What are the biggest obstacles? They tell us 2 or 3. Perfect. That's exactly what you're going to see on Thursday night. That's exactly what you're going to see on Saturday night, whatever it is. And then that way, if they say they're coming Wednesday and they can't, now this is a special week. We got this event, when we call them back. But the more you practice, honestly, what I would do, I would go through this script 5, 6, 7 times before you start making phone calls, because it seems really easy, but when you're doing it, you don't want to have it come across like you're reading a script. You want it to be very conversational, so I would be like, Angie, you call Jessica, and then, Melissa's listening just, on the side, and then there's little feedback that are given. I personally would rather spend an hour and a half, 2 hours practicing the script, because I'd rather mess up with Angie. I'd rather mess up with Jessica or Vivian or Melissa or Candace. I'd rather mess up with somebody than when it's an actual prospect on that phone.
Yeah. And having the third person listening, because sometimes they'll catch more than the 2 people in the conversation.
Yep. And the other thing is, just kind of when you saw, even when I was doing the role playing, I wasn't looking in the calendar, or I wasn't looking in my camera. I was looking up when I am talking. So it's those little things, instead of looking down, because most people are looking down versus they're talking up here, their voice tone stays the same here, or here, but it sounds completely different when I'm looking down versus than when I'm looking up. And you guys can probably tell that just on the recording, that changes. So most people, a couple times, they're looking at their script. No, that's why I would place them on the wall, and I'd place them up a little. So naturally, I'm looking up, so I come across as more confident, coming across happier on those calls.
That's why you talk about having them paced around the wall because you like
Yeah. So
you like
this isn't my office, but like, where I'm calling today, but there's that one, and then there's that one, then there's that wall and that wall, right? So
uh-huh.
I would literally have those scripts. If I was making phone calls in this room today, I would have those scripts placed all over. Even today, when I'm at my home office, I have my scripts up in my wall. Before, it's been a couple days since I called, guess what? I am going to go through those scripts every single time. And the reason I do that is Grant Cardone talks about, even with his sales reps that are making $300,000, $400,000 a year, what is the first 15 to 20 minutes what's the first thing they do every day for 15 or 20 minutes? They practice the scripts.
Oh.
They go over it because they're like, I don't know what happened from when I left work last night till this morning. So let's role play together and you and I mess up. Let's get out those couple cobwebs before I do it with a real person on the line that could pay us.
I like it. I'm game. You guys game?
So now we can't role play so much, we don't do anything, but role playing is key to having massive success with it.
Okay. And keeping your energy up. Like maybe not, excuse me, not sitting down.
Yeah. So that would at least be able to look up when you're doing that. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good. So obstacles there, every obstacle is good, right? Because let's see, it's great. I can show you how to find the money, find the time, whatever on Wednesday night, on Thursday night, right? So we handle all the obstacles the same way, right?
Yep. And here is the one thing with the obstacles. If people are asking certain questions, I only answer 2 obstacles. I must be when I do the balloons, it brings them up. I only
Your
do,
fingers come up.
it's the fingers, right? I will only answer 2 obstacles. That's it. Because if I answer more than 2, then they think I'm going to continually tell them everything.
Oh, okay.
So if I'll answer like you asked about the money, and then you're like, well, what about this? I might answer that. After 2, I stop and say, you know what? That is a great question, Angie. That's exactly why you need to come down on Thursday night. That's a great question. That's why you need to be there on Saturday. That will actually be addressed on Saturday. Well, and so if Melissa's like, well, I don't know the answer to that question. You know what? That's a great question. That's exactly why you need to come on Wednesday or on Thursday or on Saturday, whatever day you're building for.
I think I'm gonna play stupid and go, that's a great question. That's why you have to come down.
That's exactly why you need to come on Thursday, and answer just like 1 or 2. But after that, you don't answer any more questions.
Because that increases their desire to come down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cool.
Even if they're badgering you with the, okay, yeah, but how much is it? Okay, but how much is it? How much did you
On Thursday
pay?
night, Wednesday it's free. Thursday night it's free.
Right.
And they're like, well, but they can. Now let's say I come down and I really like it. We have a lot of people do it with very little to nothing coming out of their bank account. And honestly, Jessica, it could be 2,000, it could be 100,000. What difference does it make until you see how you can actually learn these things to go turn that golden dream into a reality? And
And
so
we have
that's what I always do is, and then people keep on pushing. I'll say, well, I mean, it depends. How much information do you need to know? How much support do you need? Right? There's a lot of things that go into that. And if someone keeps pushing, and they keep pushing and pushing, I'll be like, no, it could be $2,000, it could be 12 grand, it could be 23 grand. But what difference does it make unless you know what you're going to get for that?
Plus, if they come on Thursday, if you haven't seen Mitch's presentation, right up front, he tells you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He doesn't hide it or anything. He's like, "Hey, this is what it is. Let's get out of the way, so you know how much, right?" And then he keeps on going. And he's built so much value that by the time that he takes a break, I mean, there's sometimes when people will leave just because they weren't prepared to be there for that long, but majority of the people stay, even knowing what the price is, because they got such great value from what he's talked about.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Anything else?
I have a question about something else.
Okay.
So this one, my friend, she keeps talking about her son who wants to do real estate investing, and I keep sending her stuff and inviting him, and I keep asking for his phone number, but she's just like, well, I'll tell him, but he has school, he has this, he has that. And I'm like, let me talk to him. So how do I guess I can look him up on True People Search.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just like, hey, you know what? There's these events. When she asks you again, say, you know what? That's a great question. Why don't you just have him give me a call?
Okay.
Because then when we keep asking, then it really becomes annoying to those people.
Okay, that's true.
So the next time
Okay.
she's like, well, when's the next event? Just say, you know what? Have your son call me. We'll figure out what event will work the best for him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she just always gives excuses before she even tells him, I think, but that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Any other questions, obstacles, anything you guys are thinking?
Would you suggest that we just go ahead and call them today, or send them a text that's like, "Hey, I'm so great. You know, it was nice meeting you. Blah blah blah. And I'll be calling you later today."
To me, I just call them.
Okay.
So yesterday, a bunch of people that I had talked to at the home show, if I talked to them on Friday, I send them a text on Friday night or Saturday morning. Saturday, send them a text Saturday night. Yesterday, I'm sending them a text today.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, the ones I talked to yesterday, I'm calling all of them today.
Okay. Yeah, we're planning on calling them.
Yep.
All right. Cool. You guys ready to call? Are you ready to role play for a little bit, and then we can start calling? Yes.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to do, guys, but I'm telling you, mess up with each other because you guys got 70 leads,
Yep.
right?
85 leads.
Or 85 leads, right? Plus with everybody else, there's all those people that you guys have talked to. Mess up with each other before you mess up calling the leads.
Yep. 85 leads. And then we went to dinner last night. And I'm in the mode. So I'm talking, the waiter comes over and I said, "You wouldn't want to make an extra 10 grand this year, would you?"
Yep.
Awesome.
So I have his name is Tanner. He's the lead trainer for Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. Like all of those things work. So I'll be in touch with all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, he walked away and I looked at my husband and I was like, "Honey,
What did I just do?
I just talked to, like, you know, when you're at the home show, you're expected to do that, right?" It's like, "I just talked to our waiter." I said, "That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be." And he said yes, and he gave me his phone number.
And that's the
Wow,
thing
that's so cool.
is it's not is after you do it a couple times, it's not scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it was scary last night, but because I had just come from the home show, you know, and Jessica, you remember, Viv, we were kind of punch drunk by the end. We were just laughing, and I think there's kind of this euphoria because it's over and it's all packed up, right? And my husband and I were having dinner and going home and sitting in the hot tub. So I was happy, right? So I was like, "I'm just going to do it." And I
Yep.
got his phone number. So I
Yep.
was like,
It
"Wow,
works.
I could talk to people."
Well, and I think yesterday, by 4 o'clock, everybody was like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
No one new came through anyway.
Oh yeah, nobody could in at that time. So, all right. Well, who wants to make the first practice call? Anybody? If not, I'll do it. Who do you want me to, who do you want me, can I call? Let's see. Melissa,
What?
can I call you?
Sure.
Okay. Are you
To call
ready?
one of your contacts or devices,
Oh,
you can say
Alexa,
things like,
stop. Sorry. It says if you want to call one of your devices. I'll see. Did Richard jump off? Oh, he did.
Do you
No,
want me
he's
to be on or do you want me to be off?
No, you can be on. I was just wanted
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you didn't have to stay, but we would love to have you on because I think your feedback is going to be super valuable.
Yeah, I'll stay on for a little while and then I'll hop off. But yeah, I'll be off mute and stuff, or I'll be on mute and I'll be off camera so you aren't as nervous.
Okay. All right. Melissa, you ready?
Yes.
Um, okay, ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, Melissa. This is Angie. I'm just giving you a call. We met at the home show. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No.
Okay, good.
Good
How's
to
it go?
talk to you.
What's that?
So I met you at the home show where?
Yeah, we were all at the First Flip Challenge booth.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good, good. Hey, when we were at the home show, we talked a little bit about making money in real estate. You know, the 90-day challenge. Do you remember what we talked about?
Yeah, a little bit. You were just saying like we didn't necessarily have to have our own money and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about it. But before I do, let me ask you a couple of questions. Other than family and work, what are you most passionate about?
Pickleball.
Pickleball. Tell me about that.
Oh, I just love playing. My husband and I play a lot, and I play a lot with, the ladies. It seems like most of my friends are from pickleball.
Nice, nice. Do you get to do as much pickleball as you want, or is that, you kind of got to fit it in around your
Yeah,
life?
I gotta fit it in for sure.
Uh, do you ever travel with the pickleball group, or are you in like what is that called? Um,
Not really. I went to St. George once with some friends, and we played in a tournament, so that was cool.
yeah, yeah. So that would be something you'd like to do. Do you travel a lot with your friends? I mean, do you play a lot with just like friends that you've met? Oh my gosh.
You're doing great. Yeah,
Okay.
I just have different groups that we play with. Like I have a Friday group that's been going for quite a few years, and yeah, then other times my husband and I have some friends we like to play with. So
Oh, fun.
whatever.
Well, if I understand you, you're right, you want to have time to be able to play more pickleball, um, and be able to, to
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to do travel tournaments like we did to St. George. That would be so fun.
nice. So, in order to travel, to be able to do that, what do you need to do? I mean, are you not traveling now because of work or what?
Yeah,
Okay,
work,
okay, I'm
time, and
catching
money.
myself telling you. Okay, I'm
My
catching.
husband, I want to retire my husband so we can just go.
Nice. And
I
what
mean,
would
I just have a part-time job, so.
Okay. All right. And what would that be like? What would that look like with him retiring? Like what would you have to do to help him retire as far as like what kind of income would you have to be making and
Yeah, we do have a couple of rentals, but they're not really cash flowing. So it would be good to figure out how to, refinance that and then get some more cash flow. So if we had, five or $10,000 a month, I think that would probably be great.
that's great. So five or $10,000 a month would make a huge difference to you. And it sounds like you're looking for the knowledge about how to be able to do that. Is that correct?
Right, because you were saying that, yeah, you get people to help you invest with you. So it's not like we have to save to get a new.
Yeah. So what are the biggest obstacles that are keeping you from doing what you just talked about with with your rentals and
Yeah, definitely the money,
yeah, yeah.
because I mean, we can't get any more loans to get another property. Plus, it sounds like, um, yeah, like a flipping, you get money right away. So that sounded pretty intriguing to me.
Cool. So if I could show you how to find more money, right? Get the money that you're looking for and introduce you to a community of investors that were willing to like walk you through a few transactions, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
Oh, for sure. I think that would be amazing.
All right. Well, great. So, let me tell you, we have a house tour on Wednesday, and Diego is the one that's going to be doing the house tour, and he is amazing. He's like a 21-year-old kid, right? I mean, I think 21 is a kid, and
Wow.
he did something like I think don't quote me, but I think it's like 48 flips in the last few years. I mean, he's great, and
Wow.
he's learned how to do it for through this community. So I'd love to do have you come in and see that on Wednesday night. Is there anything that you're doing or that you can't get out of on Wednesday night?
I should be able to come.
All right, perfect.
Is it in
Great.
the Salt Lake area?
Yeah, it's in the Salt Lake area. Let me give you the address. And so if you're serious about this, I want to, make sure I get your name on the list.
Okay.
Invitation only for for these tours, so so that we can make sure that we get in. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to be coming by yourself or would you be bringing somebody with you?
Um, I can try to bring my husband. I don't know if he has other stuff going on, but
Okay. All right. Well, it's let's see, it's Monday at 2 o'clock. Why don't I give you a call tomorrow around this time if this works, and I'll find out what for sure if your husband's gonna be able to make it, and we'll go from there. Does that you make sure see if your husband's good? Does that sound fair?
yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Alrighty, thanks.
Thank you. Okay.
Good job, Angie.
That was
Yay.
So you would not give them the address yet? Probably.
no, I think I would probably give them the address the next day. I'd tell them where
Right
this.
when you call them. Okay. That's
I don't know.
cool.
I don't know if it would matter if you gave it to them. I
It
just
just causes intrigue though, I think.
yeah.
So when I send them the email, that's that's what I put in there. When I say, hey, I want to send you this invitation, that's what's in the invitation is the email
Oh, okay.
or the address for wherever it's going to be.
Boy, cool.
Okay.
So that was a little bit hard when you said pickleball, and I was like, how do I get pickleball to um
Oh, well, you did good because you got me talking about it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, that's what was good. I mean, I finally got you to get, I was like, okay, how do I get her to get from pickleball to wanting more money, more time, more travel, more freedom, needing,
yeah.
so yeah.
And so on
Yeah, I
that
don't
one,
know.
if she's like pickleball, say, awesome, so do you love, is it just here locally? Do you love going to tournaments? Tell me a little more about that. If you could spend more
Oh,
time, is
tell me
that
a little bit more
something,
about that.
would you like to spend more time playing? Would you like to go to more tournaments?
Like that.
Because if she's like, no, I just like playing, just here in the neighborhood, well, then that's not what's going to get her to come down to some of the other events. But she's like, man, I would love to be able to go with our friends. I would love to be able to go, just play in tournaments, kind of all over. I'd love if I could do that. Now you have it, but she's like, no, I just like doing that for fun. And
Right.
that's what you keep going to. She's like, well, I don't want to go down because I just like going down to the building down the street and playing, on Wednesday nights or Tuesday mornings or, whatever it
Yeah.
is. Then so that's how I would address that part of it.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. Melissa, I think that was a good example.
And then the other thing I'd also do, and because here was, if that was Melissa's situation where she's like, man, we got some rentals, but they just aren't cash flowing us. Here's one thing I'd always throw in there. Awesome. I mean, I'm just curious, how long have you had those properties for?
About 2 years.
2 years. So let me ask you this then, Melissa. Was it a 30-year mortgage you got?
One of them is a 30-year with a balloon payment coming up in
Okay.
3 more years, or 5-year. And the other one, we actually bought it with cash in our HELOC, but then we cashed it out for a loan. And I'm assuming it's 30, I'm not sure.
Okay. So Melissa, let me just ask you this. If you could take that 30-year mortgage, you have the 30-year mortgage, then you have another one that's a balloon that's due in like 3 years. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Melissa. If you could learn how that balloon payment, I know we can't do all of it, but with that balloon payment in 3 years, if you could have a lot of your property or a lot of that mortgage paid off in the next 3 years and your 30-year mortgage paid off in the next 7 to 10 years, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
Oh, for sure.
You know what, Melissa? That's why I'm so glad we are talking, right? Because now all of a sudden I got another, a hot button for her because their problem, Melissa, correct me if I'm wrong, Melissa, that probably every once in a while gives you and your husband a little anxiety thinking, oh crap, we got a balloon payment on this thing in 3 years.
Yeah.
Does that ever cause anxiety for you?
Not quite yet, but just trying to pay the bills monthly kind of does. Yeah.
Yeah. So that and just saying, hey, I mean, if you could learn how to pay those down a lot faster, even without making more money, that wouldn't interest you. That wouldn't interest you and your husband, would it, Melissa?
Oh, for sure.
Bingo. And then that's how I would move there. So now we got the pickleball. Now we also have, if they're already investors, awesome. I'm going to go into the velocity banking to get those puppies paid down even faster, free up that cash flow. Because I'd be like, yeah, if you could have those paid off the next 7, 10 years, that wouldn't interest you, would it, Melissa?
For sure.
So now if you had that extra $4,000 to $5,000 a month coming in off those rentals, would that allow you to play, travel and play pickleball more and do the other things you want to do?
For sure.
Do you want to wait 7 to 10 years to do that, or would you rather do that this year, Melissa?
This year.
Perfect. That's exactly why you need to, and then you just boom, straight into the event.
Yay!
This
Okay,
is
cool.
why, so this is why I'm glad you did that, Angie, is I was listening to the same call you were, right?
Uh-oh.
Here was the different, Angie, you were worried about asking the next questions.
Yep.
Instead of listening to and this is why these role-playing things are so critical to do. Now, obviously, this comes with time, this comes with practice, but that's what I'm going to be doing with Melissa, because if she has to wait, 7 to 10 years, that's a lot better than 28. But if we can help her not only have those properties paid off in 7 to 10 years, now if we can help her start doing that this year, now the chance of her showing up is going to go up significantly. Is that correct, Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like it.
So hopefully that helps on that one, Angie.
What's that?
Hopefully that helps, right?
Yeah.
These are all the little things that this messed up mind listens to. When I talk to people is, all right, she has that. Let's see how many years she has left. Let's see if velocity banking could help her. Let's see about this. So, but this is why practicing it makes a significant difference.
Yeah. I feel even more confident now just practicing it a little bit, seeing where I could have made a difference, right? Where, oh, I didn't even touch on her rentals. I just, so I love that. I'd like to do a couple more with our team here. So I don't know, Jessica and Vivian, are you guys, do you want to play? Do you want to give it a try?
I will try. My eyes are burning, my nose is burning. I don't feel
Sweetie.
good, but I'll try. But I do have a question before we continue. So let's say Melissa goes to the showing, and then Angie's there. So Angie will meet her there. And then do we want to get Melissa to Thursday night as well?
Yeah. So Wednesday night, I'm going to naturally invite people to Thursday and Friday. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So since you went there, Jessica, thank you. Go back to the emails and let's go to the follow-up script really fast.
Okay.
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 So if you go to the follow-up script, let's do this. Have you guys been, who has, out of you ladies, have any of you been to any of our house tours?
I have.
Okay, so Melissa, okay, The house tour, you just came to the house tour Wednesday. And here is the follow-up script, okay? So when you go to the follow-up script, Melissa, don't worry, don't look at it, okay, Melissa? I'm just going to ask you the questions and you other ladies can follow along. So, Melissa, what did you like best about what you saw tonight?
Well, I was like so amazed by Diego that this kid that didn't even really speak English, him and his dad did all those properties. I was like, and his confidence, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. So, Melissa, you love the confidence, and you realize 4 years ago they started doing this brand new. I mean, how many of these transactions would you have to do, Melissa, before you could travel, get that paid off, and go to more pickleball tournaments?
Well, to pay off the mortgages of my rentals, probably like 7 or 8,
Okay.
maybe less.
Okay. So it sounds like then that we need to get you doing this so you can get those rentals paid off, free up that cash flow so you and your husband can do more of what you want to do. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Melissa, we have, they mentioned that event tomorrow night. Melissa, is it going to be you tomorrow night or you and your husband coming tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah, my husband was impressed too, so we'll both be there.
Okay, perfect. So let's plan on having you guys there. And then here's what I'm going to recommend. When you see what you're going to see tomorrow night, you're going to want to be coming on Saturday to learn how to raise the money, start looking at the due diligence and how to do fix and flips so that we could be going to one of your homes just like this the next 90 to 120 days. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night.
Okay. So
Boom.
this is actually my real thought after I went there. I took a friend.
Uh-huh.
It was one of Diego's property, obviously. And then I'm like, why am I going to my $18 an hour job tomorrow? And I could be doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Now, here's the other thing when we look at it. If this was Thursday night, there's no event on Saturday, then we're going to set the follow-up. But and then that's where the rest of that script comes in. So Jessica, they come, they like it. We're going to say, so what did you like best about what you saw tonight? It's going to be, man, the community, man, the money. Can't believe this individual did this. Whatever they say, we're going to repeat it back and say, we got to get you doing that right away then, don't we? Yes. And then boom, now we invite them, to Thursday, or now we invite them to Saturday. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, if they're just coming, let's say Thursday, there's nothing on Saturday, perfect. Well, let's set up a time to get your questions answered, Melissa, so you guys can start doing this. Does tomorrow morning or afternoon work better? And then that's where the rest of that script comes in. But this week, book for that one event, and then with that event they come to, boom, we're booking to the next event. So Thursday to Saturday or Wednesday to Thursday.
Okay, perfect.
And see, this
Thank you.
is what happens. If we don't have a follow-up script, we basically go like this. So, Melissa, did you like tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Like, it's really hard, right, to take that next step to invite our friend to come down to the next event. So what did you like best about what you saw tonight? This goes back to the script, right? Well, man, I love the marketing, or I love the properties, or I love the community. Great, we got to get you, we got to get you doing this real estate. We got to get you in the community then, don't we? Yes, and then what I've done, and this isn't in the follow script, I take it back to their dreams too, so that you can pay those properties off earlier, so you can travel. Let me grab my calendar so we can set up a time to get your questions answered. Does tomorrow morning or afternoon work better, right? But Wednesday, we're going to be going into Thursday and Saturday. Thursday, it's going to be booking them into Saturday.
Okay, cool.
But this follow-up script, I'm telling you, this follow-up script it's what makes a significant difference.
Cool.
Okay. All right, let's have one of you guys make a call. I'll be on listening to this next call, and then I'm going to hop off, and then you guys can keep practicing.
Thank you. All right, so Melissa and Jessica. Jessica, are you filling up to it? Do you want to listen or do you
I
want to
can
make it?
try.
Okay,
I can try.
all
I'll
right.
just get it over with.
So Melissa, why don't you call Jessica?
Okay. I don't have my scripts pulled up, so okay. Ring
pull 'em up?
ring.
Nope, 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 Melissa, you're going to pull your script up. You're going
I
to
did, I
your
got it.
script up. Okay.
Hello.
Hi Jessica, this is Melissa. I met you at the home show on Saturday. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Melissa. Oh, I'm not feeling that great today.
Oh no, you got a cold or something?
Yeah, I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's no
Yeah,
fun.
no.
So,
Okay.
sorry, I'm reading my script.
Oh, this is good.
So we had talked about you were wanting more information about real estate investing.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see. I saw your video that you were playing, and I saw some people, looks like they were fixing a house up, and I just kind of wanted to see what that was all about.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would love to share more information. Okay, so I don't see the part where I'm supposed to ask her about.
It's number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Sorry, I was like so busy before this call. Okay. Number 2.
Question. So there's that before the prospect says, yeah, I was interested in I'm watching the video, right? That's basically her saying, hey, tell me more about it,
Number
right?
2.
Yeah,
Oh, other than family and work, what are you most passionate about? That?
yeah.
Okay, so other than family and work, what are you most passionate about?
When I was in my 20s and early 30s, I traveled a little bit with friends, and then I had a family and kind of stopped doing that because family gets
Oh yeah.
expensive. So I'd really just like to travel the world again and learn about other cultures.
Oh wow, so you traveled the world. I mean, I've traveled, but I have mostly traveled in the United States. That's cool. What countries did you see?
Well, I want to travel more of the world. I've only seen a few countries in Europe,
Oh
Italy
wow.
and Switzerland and Germany. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's exciting. My brother and his wife go to
Yeah.
Italy like every other year.
Oh, lucky.
But yeah, so if I can help you get to Italy by okay.
Keep going, keep going.
So what do you need to get to it? So what do you think you need to get to Italy?
Oh, definitely money. It's
Okay.
expensive.
Oh yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
it was expensive 10 years ago, so I'm sure it's even more now. I haven't looked into it, but
Right. And would you like to take your family?
oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, great. So if I understand you correctly, you would love to make more money so you can take your family to Italy.
Yep.
Well, great. Um, so what do you think are your biggest obstacles from keeping you investing in real estate?
I think there's so many people out there who want to scam you, and I don't really know who to go with, who to trust. It's a little
Oh, yeah,
scary. Yeah.
that's true. I had gone to a lot of groups and a lot of different things before I found our community, and I love it. But would you be interested in coming to, let's see, that's not what I'm saying. So we have an event tomorrow. We have one of our community. He's 21 and he has flipped so many houses and made money, a 21-year-old. And he has a house tour tomorrow. You wouldn't be interested in coming to that, would you?
21. Wow. I wish I could have done that when I was 21.
Yeah.
What time is that at?
It's at 7. It's in the Salt Lake area.
Okay. Well, let me just check with my husband.
Yeah,
Because
hopefully
I'd
you're
want him to
feeling
come
better
with
by
me.
then.
Yeah, I don't want to get anybody sick either, but yeah, let me check with my husband. We'd have to get a babysitter. But it
Okay.
sounds like something I'd want to do. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me call you tomorrow about 2 o'clock and follow up with you. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, great.
All right. How do you feel you did, Melissa?
I don't know.
I think you got more comfortable when you were trying to make it a little bit more conversational.
Yeah, when I wasn't looking at the script.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that you did really good getting her talking about Italy, but there is a non sequitur when you went from you want to travel, and then you went, so what are your biggest obstacles from keeping you from investing, right? So it could be good just to say, I want to travel, and so it says in the script, and you believe that you can in real estate, is that correct? So I think that you don't have to say it exactly like that, but um, you know,
Well,
obviously,
wait. Oh, if I understand, you want to make more money so you can travel and you believe you can. Yeah, I didn't even see that in the sentence. And you believe you can in real estate. Is that correct?
yeah,
Good.
because it was just a non sequitur, because all of a sudden you were talking about
I know, because I was like,
and then
okay,
what's
wait, now I'm
keeping you
supposed to
from
ask her about the
investing.
obstacles. Okay.
And
So
then it's not always going to be travel.
yeah,
Right.
Just it's whatever they say,
Right.
that's what you put in there. Yep.
Yeah.
playing pickleball.
Right.
Whatever it is. Yep.
Visiting your kids or, yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
To New Zealand.
So
building
here,
a dream house.
so here's the one question I have, Melissa. So actually, before I go there, Jessica, off that phone call, would you have come to an event?
Um, I don't think I would have been like completely not wanting to go, but I probably would have been like, maybe, you know.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then if she sent me a follow-up email, I might try to like Google some stuff to figure out what it was all about because it's what we do, you know.
Because
Okay.
you're a scam, and I never got back to that scam part.
So
Oh,
what
that one's actually a hard one. I don't know if I would know how to answer that either.
So here's the one question, Melissa. What are the 2 or 3 obstacles that are keeping Jessica from investing? What did she say?
She said basically the scam, and then I don't know what else she said. I
Would
think
it
that's,
be knowledge here? Maybe.
oh yeah, the knowledge. She don't know who to trust, where to go.
Yeah, so that's what we want to reiterate. So let
Okay.
me ask you, Jessica, if you could get the knowledge and you could come and meet a lot of people who are successfully investing in real estate, helping other people invest in real estate without using their money or their credit and be able to leverage your time, that wouldn't interest you, would it, Jessica?
Yeah, I mean, if I could meet some people who I feel are genuine and I can kind of see what they've done, I think that might make me feel a little bit more comfortable.
Awesome. And then Melissa, that's where you then at that point turn around and then invite them down. Remember, we want them to say minimum 2 to 3 obstacles that are keeping them from investing. Say, perfect, when you come to this event, that's exactly what we're going to be covering. It's always going to be the knowledge, money, fear, time, support, right? And Melissa, as long as she says it, and then you say, that's exactly why we're having this event to help you, whatever obstacles she just said, knowledge, fear, scam, that's why you got to come down and see our community and see what they're doing and how they're helping other people successfully go out and close on transactions while leveraging their time and learning how to do this. Okay? So, and one of the things, and then I got to hop off here, but here's one thing I'd do. Jessica, I'd have you role play with one of them. Then, Angie, I would have you go back and listen to it. And then, Melissa, you listen to your role play. And then, Jessica, you listen to your role play. And then I would keep role playing it a couple more times. That way, it's going to become a lot more conversational. Because, Jessica, that's even what you said. Or maybe it was Angie that said, when it got to be more conversational, it went a lot better. And you want this whole script to be conversational. Okay?
Hey,
So,
perfect.
ladies will do awesome. We'll see you on Wednesday or we'll see you on Thursday. And if
Thank
you guys
you.
can reach out to me
Thank
and
you
I
so
can help you.
much.
Okay? So,
Thanks,
all right,
Richard.
we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
It's
that is so great. I
it's funny because that, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I was gonna say I am like we just got one-on-one time with
I know, that was so cool.
you know. I
With
can't
the
even tell you. I
pro.
feel
I was
so blessed with this group, right? With Renatus and
I know, I love
Yeah,
it.
it's amazing. So I was telling Jessica on Saturday that I have a job. I took a job in June, part-time working on the phone. I have phone calls with people, and one reason I took it was so that I could get better talking to people, and I think it does help
yeah, 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 it does.
once I know what I'm supposed to be saying.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
can I tell you, I do not like role playing. I've had sales job before and I hate role playing.
Oh, yeah.
Like the manager, I took this job because I was a stay-at-home mom and I was like, I need to do something. So I
Mm-hmm.
took a part-time job. I randomly met this girl who worked at Mattress Firm. She was a manager and she's like, we're hiring part-time. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I remember the district manager would come in and role play with me, and I hated it so much. But then I felt like when I was talking to actual customers, it wasn't as bad. Like I didn't
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
as nervous or as pressured. But it's funny because that's actually kind of the conversation I had with Mitch, where I was like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I need to meet some people who have actually done this. And so I ended up going to Desiree's flip and meeting her and talking to her there. And that's what kind of like made me feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, okay, this is a real person
Oh,
doing this. And yeah. Yeah.
I have not met Deb Saray. I've texted her, but I haven't like met her in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
There's so many
Yeah.
people in this flip I haven't met. I mean, challenge.
Yeah, same here. I think that's that because it's a bigger group and stuff. I don't think I have the same connection with the second challenge,
Originals.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
Jessica, do you want to try it?
Yes. Who am I calling?
You can call me.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak with Angie?
this is Angie. Who's calling?
Hey, hey, this is Jessica. I'm not sure if you remember me. We met at the home show this weekend. I was at the First Flip Challenge booth. We talked about real estate investing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember
How
you.
are you today?
I'm good.
Good, good. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Is this a good time for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I won't take too much of your time. So I know we talked a little bit about real estate investing and all the different methods that you can use to do that at the home show. So just have a quick question. Okay, erase that. I don't like that. Can you remind me what it was that most interested you in real estate investing?
You know, it was, I saw how much money they made on that deal.
Yeah, that was a really great deal. They did a fabulous job on that. Um, so I remember you were there, I believe, with your husband.
Mhm.
And you talked about having kids and a job. So other than family and work, what would you say you're most passionate about?
Um, Traveling. I love to travel.
Traveling. What's the favorite place you've traveled to?
Um, Costa Rica, I want to take my husband back.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to Costa Rica so badly as well. I want to go zip lining. Did you do
Yeah.
that there?
Yes, we
Oh,
zip lined through the canopy in the jungle, and that was really fun. I went with a singles adventure trip. Just a couple months
mm,
before I married my husband, so I want to go back now and with him and
go with your partner.
yeah.
That's so cool. So you definitely like to spend more time doing that then.
Hmm.
And
It's
so
tough
if
between our two schedules trying to
yeah.
get away, and then we have one daughter that's always ticked off that we're traveling because she was like, feels like we're taking time away from her and her kids. Just-
Oh, well,
Really?
well then maybe we can find a way to get them to come with you, and maybe we can get
no,
them on board and kind of teach them some of what we're doing. Oh no, you want time away from them? So what would make it so that you could take another trip to Costa Rica and bring your husband this time?
Just flexibility, right? Just between his job and like, he just worked the home show. That's why I was there, to see him. And um he's so busy between now and like the next home show. There's just no time. And then we can never take a
Yeah, that's
vacation from January to April when it's
uh,
cold here and I want to go. He has to,
yeah,
right?
that's understandable. Yeah.
And then in the
So
fall, he does the same thing, right? He has one in October that takes, he's busy until how Thanksgiving and just like,
yeah.
oh, I don't want to have
So
to
you
take
just have a little
vacation.
bit of time in between,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that means we take vacation in the summer when
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is, or we take it in December. And I don't know if your December is anything like mine. There's church parties, work parties, neighborhood Christmas parties, family events, right? So I
Yes.
traveled during December, but I miss all of that. And so I just,
Yeah. Yeah. So, so if I'm understanding correctly, if you could make more time in your schedule, that would be ideal. And I think through real estate, do you think that if you could invest in real estate, you could make some more money, which would offer you more time to travel?
yeah, yeah, if we could do it, or my husband didn't have to do the home shows all the time.
Yeah. And when I say making more money and offering you more time, getting you to the point where you wouldn't have to work as much, where you could basically make that money while you're sleeping. How does that sound?
Hmm. That sounds good. I
So what
like
do
it
you think are
when
your
I'm
biggest
sleeping.
obstacles that have kept you? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said I like to think about it when I'm sleeping. I
Right?
might sleep
Just being in
better.
bed. We all would. So what would you say are the biggest obstacles that are keeping you from investing in real estate? Why haven't you done it up to this point?
Oh, probably t time and money, right? I
Yeah.
mean, and we've done it. Like we bought some houses. I've flipped some stuff in the past, and we just it's just there's a lot of risk there, and you know we can't. We're getting close to retirement. We can't lose any money. So um,
Yeah, no, that's understandable. My parents are getting close to retirement as well, and so I can definitely see the struggle there. Um, so if I could show you how to find that time and also get some of that knowledge so that you're not as afraid of the risks that are involved, because real estate investing can be risky, but the more you know, the less scary it is. So if I could help you figure those things out, and I could bring you into a community of investors that are willing to walk you through a few transactions, would that interest you?
yeah, yeah, that would be good. I could do that.
Awesome. Well, do you have anything on your schedule this Wednesday at 7 p.m.?
Nope.
Okay, well, we actually have an event going on. We have this gentleman who's in our investors network. His name is Diego, and he actually started investing, you're not going to believe this, when he was 16 years old. And he's now 21, and I believe he's done 40 plus transactions. And he was also an immigrant. So he had to learn English. So he was learning English and learning how to invest at the same time. And he has a deal right now. He has a house that he's flipping, and he's gonna show us around and kind of tell us about his journey and how he made the deal and what he's gonna make on it afterwards. Would that interest you?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, you know what? Let me just double check your email. I think you wrote it down. Is it Angie123@gmail.com?
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to email you the information for that meeting on Wednesday. And then I'll follow up with you as well tomorrow afternoon just to make sure that your schedule's still open for that. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, Angie, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
Okay, thanks.
So
Good
I
job.
think I think that I already okay, so after you ask the questions where it's like if you understand correctly where it says you want to make more money so you can blah blah blah. I almost feel like that's repetitive because then there's like, so what's your biggest obstacle? Or maybe it was just the way the conversation went because you already told me you didn't have enough time. So
Yeah.
I could have just jumped down to the very bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You
maybe.
could have said other than time, because we talked about time. Other
Oh.
than time, what are there any other obstacles that are keeping you from investing?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Right.
I like that.
Um, and then the other thing that they did, and Maylee's talked about this, is that you wanted you know, two no's make a yes, right? If you negate a negative, it makes a yes. And so, and people want to say no because they feel like they are in control when they say no, right? So
Mhm.
instead of saying, "Did I catch you at a good time?" I could have just said, "No, it's not." You say, so there's a couple times where it's in the script. It's just
Mhm.
a little detail, but the very first line says, hey, I'm just giving you a call. Did I catch you at a bad time?"
Okay. And you know what? I completely skipped over that because I saw I am returning your call. So I'm like, oh wait, that doesn't apply. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you
That's
know,
good.
when we could, you know, just mark it up for yourself, and say, hey,
Yeah.
hey, we met at the home show. I'm giving you a call. Did I catch you at a bad time? And then there's another
Yeah.
time where when you said, so if I could show you how to, um, and so, okay, remember how he said, if you tell them that it's false, but if they tell you it's no, do you remember how Richard says that?
No.
Kind of.
So
Like,
basically, yeah. So, so when I said, you know, we were, we were like, we don't want to lose any money, right? That's fear and knowledge, and you tapped right into them. But then you went and told me that, that that was that was scary, that I needed to be afraid, right? But
Mm.
and so then I started to be like, no, no. So maybe what
Okay.
you could have done, is said, so so I've talked to you about time, right? And then you've also picked up on the fear, which was good. I liked that you picked up on it. So you could say, hey, if I could show you how to find the time and the knowledge to be able to reduce the risk, and me help, the community of
Yeah.
investors, right? So you could use my words, but I wouldn't elaborate on it because then you started going into being afraid and stuff, and I was like, was I
Gotcha.
afraid?
Yeah. Just less wordy and more to the point. Okay. Thank you.
Melissa, any feedback?
Excuse me.
no. Hold on, I gotta get back to my thing. No, I didn't write down anything.
Okay. All right. Do you two want to do it again? Um,
No.
I
no?
don't know. I kind of gotta go. I got
Okay.
stuff, but
Oh, you have
yeah,
to go.
but it was really helpful. Thank you.
I thought it was really helpful. Okay, well, let's do this. I am so Melissa, are you gonna make calls now or do you got stuff you have to do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can try to make a few.
All right. What about you, Jessica?
Yeah, I can try to make a
All
few.
right. I'm gonna
I
mute
just have to
you.
go blow my nose and I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I gotta go
Oh, you mean
sit.
make a few while we're on Zoom?
Yes.
Oh,
Just
well, I'm on my phone.
oh,
I
oh,
didn't get on my laptop.
okay. You gotta get off you got your phone. Okay. Well, Jessica, it'll just be you and I if you want. We can just mute and we can make a couple of phone calls, and then,
Okay.
like I will wave or something to say I'm done, and then that because sometimes it's helpful just to say what you experienced on a real life call.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, we should have asked Richard, or did you say that you had like a text message we could send?
Yeah.
So like if they don't answer, we can text them.
Yes, that's a great idea. Let's see, where is it? Home show. Um, Who's trying to see if it was in my training or where it was in my. So, sorry, I should have had it ready. I will send it out via an email.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Just to recap, I'm just going to recap a couple of things for from the training. One is, right, make sure you're building urgency and edifying the speaker. So you talked about Diego. You could talk about Mitch and his working at, Apple, and now he's a best-selling author,
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Oh yeah. Tell a story. I remember that now.
Yeah, edify the speaker. So you want to make it like they can't afford to miss seeing that person. You're not going to tell me that comes on every Thursday, right? So, you say,
Gotcha.
you know what? That's exactly why you can't miss Thursday night. The individual speaking Mitch, he went from working at Apple Store to making minimum wage to doing over 250 fix and flips projects. And he's done it all without using his own money or his credit. And he's also helped
Yeah.
hundreds of people walk away from their 9-to-5 jobs and invest in real estate full time. So in the next 90 to 120 days, he can help you get your first real estate transaction done too. You wouldn't want to miss that, right? So that's the same way as like, you wouldn't want to miss that, would you?
Yeah.
And then,
Did you just read that or did you just make that up? Because that was really good.
no, I read it. I wrote it for
Oh, I'm like,
Well,
I wrote that for for this class, right? I was like,
nice.
here, let me just put it in the chat. Where's
I'm gonna print out my
yeah, I
leads
put out my
really quick, too.
script.
what's that?
Right back.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I just put that in the chat. You can copy that. All right. And then for Saturday, I wrote, let me get back to my notes. Okay, I put, next Saturday is a must-attend event. Whitney, one of our speakers, was a stay-at-home mom with 6 kids under the age of 10. And in just 6 years, she creatively acquired 40 properties that now pay all of her family's monthly expenses without her ever needing to leave the home. And Jason Andrews, he's a seasoned real estate investor and a home inspector, and he's going to walk you through everything you need to know about how to avoid costly mistakes. That would be really good if somebody's afraid, right? How to avoid those costly mistakes that might cost you money. He's expected over 4,000 homes and done more than 300 flips. Imagine being able to learn directly from them.
Oh, that's a good one too.
So I will, and then hey, this is rare, right? This is a rare opportunity from both these guys. In the 15 years of doing this, we've never had both Whitney and Jason at the same event. But it's also Whitney and Jason and Mitch, right? Okay, let me paste that one. Okay. All right, so here's what I put for texting. It says, hey, so-and-so, it was great meeting you at the home show. I look forward to helping you achieve your goal of, and sometimes they didn't mention their goal, right? Like blah, 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 travel, financial freedom. Let's connect on Thursday to learn more about the steps to get there. But I think because we didn't really get into those conversations like that at the home show, it might be.
Yeah.
It was great meeting you at the home show. I look forward to helping you achieve your goals in real estate. Let's connect today, or I don't know. Once I get out of what I've written, then I get lost. It could be like, hey, let's connect. I'll give you a call today, or I'll give you a call the next, day, or something like that. So, and then you call them back. So maybe you send them a text, you call them. So you call them, and if you can't reach them, send them that text. So look for, hey, it was great meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Let's connect tomorrow, and then they can confirm their attendance. And I liked how he said, "Hey, would you like to bring a friend or a family member?"
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, because then it probably makes them feel more comfortable, right? Than just showing up with to a room full of strangers.
Yeah. Um, I liked his question about what's stopping you from doing that. Now I'm just looking at my notes here from Saturday. These are from, let's see, you guys were not at Saturday, Fridays. Okay.
I have to remember, and people always say this like in sales, but there's so many tips and tricks and everything, and it's in one ear out the other, or you just forget. But he said people don't attend because they don't see the value.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to make
like
sure
that
they still
too.
have value.
Yeah. I think that's really important because I have been inviting people and nobody's coming.
I know they never come.
I'm like, okay, I'm not
Yeah.
tying it to their dreams. I'm not helping them to see the value. I'm not helping them think, I can't miss this because then I'm not going to be able to travel.
Yeah. Or like I had like one coworker, he seemed so interested, especially after I quit, and I told him I was going to be doing this full time. And then I invited him like a few weeks before Christmas, and he's like, "Well, that's the time my family has dinner." I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And I did say, remember, you're doing this for your family, so you don't, have to work at this awful place anymore. But yeah.
Wow, I have dinner then. Well, and maybe that's just that was that special night because they had family in and they were doing dinner or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
But I love that I don't so I don't know. I like that. So some of the obstacles that he went over during the thing, and he said he handles two, and then he says that's, but here's what he said from my notes, right? I wrote I don't have, so the obstacle is I don't have time. He said, I hear you. Time is the one thing that we all wish we had more of, right? But let me ask you this. If you had more passive income that could free up your time, that's exactly what we're going to talk about at this event. It's the 2 hours that could change the rest of your life.
Mm.
I don't know. So there's some of those. But I put the two the text message and the two edifying things. Oh no, I didn't put the text message in. Let me
Oh
grab.
yeah, put the text message in the chat.
Oh, a couple other things. What's your dream vacation? That he talked about that one, and then what's stopping you from doing that now? So he talked about that on Saturday too.
Can you read again where you said if you had more passive income that could free up your time?
Um, what if you can make time by creating passive income streams? Let me go back down to that one. Oh, I hear you. Time is the one thing we all wish we had more of, right? But let me ask you this. If you had more passive income, could that free up your time? That's exactly what we're going to talk about at this event. It's 2 hours that could change the rest of your life. Because I get that one. I don't have I can't, I'm too busy. I don't have the time right now. Let's see. For money, I wrote, I totally get that money's a concern. And that's exactly why you need to be at this event. Our speakers will show you how they've been able to invest in real estate without using their own money or credit. Imagine learning how to do that. It's a game changer. Some of these I wrote last week when I was preparing for this. I was a little bit tired. It's a game changer. I don't know if I would really use that one. Um, okay, so here's another one. It's not the right time. I completely understand that timing is important, but let me ask you, when will it be the right time to start creating the life you want? Truth is, there's never a perfect time, but this event could give you the tools to take control of your time and your finances.
Nice.
Here's
Oh,
the
were you gonna put that text in the chat or did you already?
here, I'll add these obstacles in there that I just went over. I probably should just put these in a document and just send them to everybody because when they watch the replays, people are gonna be like, oh, I want that. I didn't because I don't think you get the chats after the replay.
Yeah, I don't know if you do or not.
Oh,
Oh, let's see. It won't let me post that many. Let me take out the last two. Okay, so I put the two obstacles in. And then let me put the other two in. I think I really like what he said. I think I've been using just a script that is more like, you know, hey, there's this thing on Thursday. Do you want to come?
Me too. I'm just like, come Thursday, you want to come to our networking meeting?
Yeah, yeah. So here's here are some. So I have a script for Thursday. You guys, I think I sent you that.
Yeah, with Mitch.
Yeah. But this one's like, hey, I love chatting with you at the home show. If you're interested in creating more financial freedom, we have an event Thursday night, 7 p.m. I'd love to join us. And that's kind of what I had written before I got to the training before this training. And I don't think it gives them enough value. So it says we have an event Thursday at 7. Love for you to join us. You get to hear from Mitch, who went from working at Apple Store to completing over 250 real estate deals without his own money. It's inspiring. I think you'll get a ton out of it. Can you make it? So I wrote that, but now I'm like, after listening to him talk about your dream and getting the obstacles, the challenges, and then getting over that, I think is a little bit more powerful than those.
yeah, and some of these are so hard to do, when you're at a home show
Yeah.
because, they want to get to the other booths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. How'd you guys like the home show?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
You did
I was-
good, Jessica.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I was nervous, especially the first day. I was just like, I was kind of like how Melissa was feeling Saturday, just like super low energy. I was like, oh gosh.
I know. I didn't have very much confidence. I'm like, I am out of my comfort zone.
Well,
Yeah, I even came home when Dan was like, how was it? And I was like, I think I kind of hated it. But then Saturday and Sunday were a lot better. So,
yeah, I think next time it'll be better because we'll have more lead time to put together some of those videos, right? I wanted more like video testimonials, not necessarily them saying because it's too noisy
mhm.
for them to be talking, but the before showing them walking the property before, showing the work being done, and then how much money they make. And I think I've gotten more since then because Maylee wants me to do it for the gala or for the accelerator. So I won't be sitting behind the TV working on it.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, and
that will help. And then
I think maybe a different setup too, and I'll put it in that form too.
yeah,
Just because whenever it got really crowded, then the TV was blocked because it was like right in the center.
Yeah, I was thinking the TV should have been at the
Different.
side, kind of up to the front, maybe.
yeah, we thought about it, but we can't block the sides.
Oh,
Because
Oh, really? Dang it.
yeah, because you might be blocking the person's like that's next to you.
Oh, maybe we can try to get a corner booth
Yes.
and set it up a little bit differently.
Yeah, a corner booth would be good because then people could almost walk into our booth while they're coming around, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm working with Rich and Melee to set, okay, let's figure out what to do for the next one. If we want to do like a 10 by 10. The next one's bigger.
Mhm.
So we had, like bigger space-wise. So we had 16 aisles, and the next one has 32 aisles. And it's the home and garden show, so it has a lot more gardening stuff in it, and home, outdoor stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's only a few spots left, so I'm like, okay, we gotta make up our mind if we think it's worth it. So I'm gonna be pushing it hard today, making phone calls, getting people excited about coming, and then doing it again. So
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna start making a couple of calls here. I'm gonna go flip my meat over in the crock pot, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna leave the meeting running.
Okay.
Okay, I might join back in after I get off my phone. I don't know.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And then,
Okay, thanks so much, you guys. It was awesome.
yeah, take care.
Melissa.
And Jessica, we can just mute, and
Yeah.
then if you want to just like text me, I think having somebody else that's like, okay, I'm making my calls because Jessica's here. Like I feel like I'm like, okay, I gotta do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No,
and I
for
know you're not
sure.
feeling well, so I don't want to like push you, but I also
I'm
don't
just gonna push through it.
yeah. You want to
I'm
do
just
it
gonna
by
push
the
through it.
strike while the iron's hot thing.
Yeah. Maybe people will feel bad for me because I'm sick.
Right?
Okay, I'll come. I'm just
Right.
kidding.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and then I will be back.
Okay, sounds good.